Hey, I'm Alex from Marc's Mobility. In this video, we're going to go over one of the newest released products by Travel Buggy. This is called the AeroLux 2C. So the AeroLux has been on the market for quite some time. This is their second version of the unit, and they did make some upgrades to this particular chair. Before I get into this chair as well, I do want to mention that Travel Buggy is a very reputable company. They do kind of have a 90-day wear and tear on most of their products as well. Which is not typically standard in the industry. So something like that, if they're going to give you that type of warranty on the items, it means they stand behind their product. Now, this particular unit is going to have a 300-pound weight capacity. It is going to go up to 12.5 miles of drive range. If you watch any of my videos, you'll know that I say, now that is going to vary based on the user's weight, the terrain, and also how they're driving it as compared to if you're driving your vehicle in the city or if you're driving it on the interstate. The more you stop and you go, the more it's going to take of the battery, so you might not truly get that 12.5 mile total drive range. It is only going to come with one single battery. Now, it does have a slot in the back to store a secondary battery, but that does not power off both batteries. So some of their other units, they did pull off 2 batteries, but on this one, there is just a secondary slot on the left-hand side that you can store a secondary battery. But once again, that is not going to pull off that, so you would have to swap the batteries and or charge both of them to be able to get power, because it's only going to be your right side that powers the unit. Now, to get to the overall weight of this unit, for everyday use, it is going to be about 37 pounds. That's going to be simply that when that cushion is removed, which you do have to take off to fold the unit. We'll show you that here shortly. It's about 37 pounds. They do say they have a net weight of 33 pounds, but I would assume you got to take off the joystick, your legs, quite a bit of stuff to get it down to 33 pounds. So 37 pounds is going to be more that realistic weight that individuals are going to have to lift when they are wanting to load this into a vehicle. Now, this is going to have a 32.5 inch turning radius. That is because it is a rear wheel driven unit. Now, most all that I can think of on the market that are going to be folding type units are going to be rear wheel driven. What that means is your motors are going to be located right back here in the back of the unit. And just like this unit, they are going to be a little bit offset because this is an X-frame folding type power chair. It does look like you are going to have a little over 11-inch solid rear drive wheel. I do want to notate this does look like carbon fiber rims inside here as well. And then you are going to have a larger front caster wheel as well. That's about an 8-inch caster wheel. And you are going to have a little bit of suspension on that as well. So once again, rear wheel driven units do turn. Basically, the front end is going to swing around. So typically, you know, it is going to have a little bit more turning radius than something else that's a mid-wheel driven, but almost every folding unit on the market is going to be rear wheel driven. Now, seat size on this unit, the actual seat cushion on here is going to be an 18 by about 18-inch cushion. Now, if we're looking at distance in between the armrests, I'm getting 19 inches in between the armrests. It is going to come with a cup holder, so this cup holder does sit a little bit inside the arm. So really, you're about 18.5 inches between the joystick and the cup holder. But back here, more where you're sitting, kind of around your waistline, will be about 19 inches. And then you do have arm supports underneath here as well, more for your hips. And you're going to be about 20.5 inches in between your hips. There are going to be red buttons over here on the side of both arms. If you push that red button in, the armrests do flip up so that you can get in and out of the unit from either side. Just notate that there is going to be a little bit of obstruction from the seat back to where the armrest is. So it's not going to be that completely fold back type arm. So if you are trying to slide out, you would have to slide forward a little bit before you then try to exit out of the chair. So you are going to get underneath this joystick an adapter. There is a USB port with a USB-C port slid in here. Wasn't quite sure what it was. It almost looked like a little hard drive stuck in there, but that is just an adapter to go from the standard USB to USB-C. And then also it looks like you are going to have a light built in here underneath the joystick as well. And if you hit it, it has a couple different segments of degrees of light, and then it also has more like a strobe safety type light as well. It is going to come with a digital screen as well. Now, these are in kilometers per hour because this is a Canadian-based company. So you might see 6 kilometers per hour, but just notate that is going to top out at 3.7 miles per hour. You are going to be able to see your battery gauge and then also what different speed profile that you are on. Once again, cup holder does slide underneath the opposite arm of the joystick, so the joystick can go on the left hand. We mounted it on the right hand on this particular unit. Here in the back, let me look as well. Looks like this is going to Velcro on here. You are going to have a storage bag here in the back. Looks like your seatbelt is going to be shipped in the back as well. And then if you were to pull off the cushion, you do have a couple straps in here as well, so you can adjust a little bit the tension of the backrest, which is going to be pretty standard on a lot of these units as well. Now I'm going to go ahead and kind of show you how this unit is going to fold up. What you're going to do is you are going to have to remove the bottom cushion, set that on the ground, and then you are going to have two handles you have to pull up. Now when you do have foot plates like these, I am going to flip these foot plates up because you'll see why here in a second. When this folds up in this X-frame type, those foot plates would kind of hit themselves. So let me go ahead now and see if I can get this to fold up. And so it is a little bit tight, but that's just because it is a brand new unit. So once again, it's going to be a little bit more snug. And then let me see if these foot plates also, so no, they do not rotate up. So I just wanted to see for overall distance wise, what we're kind of getting on this unit, or not distance, what overall length we're going to get. So if we're looking all the way from the anti-tip wheel in the back to the front of the foot plate, we're looking about, I'd say 38.5 inches, give or take. The backrest as well, here you do have little latches here, so you can fold that down to save a little bit on overall height. But the highest point on this chair is going to be the top of the joystick knob, and you're looking about 31 inches from the top of the joystick knob to the ground. Just remember, it's about 38.5 inches in length. And then when this is fully snug together, it's looking like your outside of drive wheel to outside of other wheel is going to be your widest point. So you're going to be about 13.5 inches in width, 38.5 inches long, and about 31 inches to the top of the joystick. Now from here, you can lift this unit. You do have two handles here to be able to lift the unit. But to unfold it, basically, you're just going to go ahead and start to push the two sides apart and then push on each one of the seats, each side where the handles are here, until it snaps back in place. Take your rear brackets, lock those back up, and then go ahead and drop your cushion back on, and then you can go ahead and fold your foot plates back down. And so the battery does come out from the back. There is a button you have to push and pull the handle. I did have a hand tendon injury recently, so I'm not able to do this myself, but we'll show you in a video overlay of that battery coming out from the back. But I do want to notate that there is going to be a charging port on this battery as well. So once again, if you were wanting to leave the unit inside the vehicle and then go ahead and just charge the battery inside, you can do that while the unit is fully assembled. You can charge it right here through the front. Now overall length when it is unfolded should not really change, should be about that 38.5 inches, but overall width is going to be wider. I already measured it. It's 25 inches in overall width when the unit is fully unfolded, I guess you would call it. Now a couple more specs people like to know is what is going to be the seat to ground height as well. So it looks like here in the front is going to be some of your higher point. It's about 21 inches seat to ground height. I mean, technically you could sit on that sling underneath there, but that's not going to be very comfortable, but that would bring you down to 19 inches if you put your own cushion on top. But once again, about 21 inches is going to be the overall seat to ground height. There are going to be a few different colors on the cushions as well that we'll show you on the website. And I wanted to mention as well that I talked about the battery, but it is going to be a lithium battery. It is going to be a 10 amp lithium battery, so that is going to be under the 300 watt hours, which you need for all types of airplane and cruise type travel. And even if you did pair it with a secondary lithium battery, but they're both airline approved, you can travel with both at the same time. So now I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to take this chair outside and do a little driving demonstration. So go ahead and follow me out there. So what we have here is that AeroLux 2 by Travel Buggy. Once again, to kind of give you perspective, I'm 6 foot tall, about 215 pounds. I fit very comfortably in this chair. Reason why I mention that is it does say up to 300-pound weight capacity, but just notate it's not going to be fit for all people at 300 pounds just based on the size of the hips and basically the proportions of the individual. This is a rear wheel driven unit. You can see it has that 32.5 inch turning radius, but it does have a pretty good turning speed to it, pretty good acceleration. I'm going to kind of go here real quick and just double check because it said 3.7 miles an hour. which should be about 6 miles an hour or 6 kilometers per hour on this gauge, since it is in kilometers per hour. So yeah, I'm getting about 5.8, 5.9 overall kilometers per hour, which once again does translate to that 3.7. So it is very comfortable. I mean, I do like the unit. I am a little bit interested. I'm gonna go over here and I'm gonna test it in the grass, kind of see how it performs. So go ahead and follow me over there. All right, so we're gonna do a little driving test over here. This did rain really hard here in Florida yesterday. Doing some turns here. I can tell you that based on a few of the other lightweight folding chairs on the market, this one definitely accelerates and has more power than a couple of the other videos that I've done recently. Once again, because this is going to be a little bit softer bottom, this would kind of represent baseball fields, soccer fields. Some of the other chairs you kind of have to do a 45-degree turn, but you can see this, even me sitting here and just doing a straight 90-degree turn, it is making that turn. So actually relatively impressed with the power behind the motors on this unit, and it is comfortable, but it is still an X-frame folding chair. So just notate you are going to kind of feel the frame flex a little bit when driving it. There's no way of getting around that. So overall, I think it's a really nice chair. If you have any questions, give us a call. We'd love to speak to you.
Hi, I'm Mark.
And my name is Alex. We're co-owners of Marc's Mobility.
I started this company in 1995.
We sell many products, not just what you see in this video. If you have any questions or concerns, please call us at the number below at 800-677-6293. Thank you, and have a wonderful day.